Hello, and thank you for clicking into Witchy-Woo Tarot. This is going to be a special edition full moon love reading for the twin flame soul connections out there. So it's a general reading. It can't possibly be for everyone watching, so just take what resonates for you, and please let me know how it connects to your story down in the comments. So yeah, remember, time, energy, gender are all fluid, so just feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit, since we each have divine masculine and feminine energy within us all. And I'm sure you know I usually only do 2 twin flame check-ins per month, but for some reason I keep being guided to do this reading. So I'm really excited to see what messages come out for the collective. And I'm going to go ahead and stick with this season's theme of how they feel about you. You know, as we are going into the full moon and lunar eclipse, the energy is going to be insanely intense. And so I know some of you may be looking for some additional guidance at this time. And for that reason, this edition of the Twin Flame Journey is brought to you today by me in my kitchen with a very long shirt and no pants, sponsored by quarantine. So let's get started. We are going to get the energy of the divine masculine and divine feminine from the Moonology Oracle. We'll see what energy is going to be relevant during this full moon and lunar eclipse. Okay, so let's see what we have for the masculine. Time to breathe out. And for the feminine, communication is key. And under the deck, we have look at the bigger picture. Interesting. So with all of the retrogrades and the things that are going on currently, as I talked about in my collective reading earlier this week, this is going to be a time of reflection, release, revisiting the way that we've maybe done things before. And this energy right here is calling us all to take a look at the bigger picture of the journey. Okay. Sometimes we tend to get bogged down in the ins and outs and the running and the chasing and all of the drama that ensues with these type of connections. But it looks to me like the masculine is taking time to take a little bit of a breather. Okay, so, you know, masculine's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, as we have been talking about in these recent videos that I've done. And it looks to me like the masculine is allowing the energy to take him along with the natural flow of things. I don't see the masculine fighting against the tide anymore. And I feel as if the masculine is taking a break and sitting down and really allowing himself to be immersed in the emotions and everything going on with this energy. And instead of stressing about it, they're just kind of taking it all in. Okay. For the feminine, we have communication is key. So I know a lot of feminines usually are the ones waiting on communication, but that's not always the case, okay? And communicating doesn't always have to be in the 3D. So right now at this time, what I'm hearing is it's very important for the feminine to continue to send love and communicate with their masculine in the 5D and just energetically open themselves up to this connection. Whether that be through subliminal communication or, like I said, just communication with your higher selves. Letting your masculine know that it's safe to come home, that it's safe in your presence, and that you are ready for this union to occur, okay? That is what I'm feeling with that energy. So, first we're going to dive into the masculine energy here, and we're going to see how the masculine is thinking, feeling towards their feminine, and what actions they're wanting to take. So for the masculine, the Lovers. Oh my gosh. First card out for the masculine, and how they are feeling. We have the Empress. Goodness. And what actions do they want to take towards their feminine? Wow. Beautiful. Now for the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Princess of Cups. So it looks to me like the masculine is preparing some sort of message, a small token of appreciation, perhaps an apology. As you can see, there's a dolphin in this card, and dolphins represent divine union, soulmates, and soul connections. So the masculine is aware that perhaps an apology is needed for their past behavior, or in general, like I said, maybe not apologizing, but coming forward with a small message of love. They're understanding that that's necessary right now. Okay, so for the masculine and how they are thinking about their feminine, they are thinking about this divine union. They're thinking about how the person that they've chosen wasn't really a choice. There never was a choice. This was divinely guided. As you can see, Cupid's arrow points down at this couple. They're so different, but they are so in love. Okay? Union, harmony, balance, love. Okay, this is what is on the masculine's mind, and in their heart, I'm sure you're not surprised, but in their heart is the Empress. In their heart is their feminine. The Empress is a culmination of all four queens. She's done the work, and she possesses all of the qualities that are necessary to be in a divine partnership. She's kind, she's nurturing, she's loving, but she also doesn't take any crap. She stands up for herself. She's abundant. She stands in her truth. And she doesn't care if she's alone doing it. Okay? So in the heart of the masculine is the feminine. The actions of the masculine, how they want to take action. Prudence, the Eight of Pentacles. So the masculine intends to continue to water the seeds of this connection and work really hard towards union. They're aware, they understand where they're headed. Now they know that they are going to be putting in the work, and they're happy to do it. All right, so let's dig into the feminine energy. So for the feminine, what is the feminine currently thinking in her conscious mind about the masculine? The world. What is she feeling in her heart space for the masculine? Wow, we have 3. Gonna need to slide it on down, masculine. Okay, wow. A 6, the moon, and a 6. Interesting. Very balanced, feminine. And for the actions, what actions does the feminine want to take towards her masculine at this time? 9 of Pentacles. Wow. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. So the feminine has clearly made a choice, and she's decided to continue on what looks to me like a very bumpy road. I think the feminine is aware, based on what she has gone through already in this journey. Same thing as the masculine. There's really no choice. Once you're awakened to your connection, you don't really have a choice. No matter how hard you fight it, no matter how hard you deny it and try to say that it means nothing, or that you're crazy, or that this isn't logical, the choice was made when you decided to come here and reunite with your twin in this life. So the feminine is aware that the choice is made, and she understands that there may still be some additional humps, some additional roadblocks, and some ups and downs in the journey. Okay? In her conscious mind, we have the world. I believe that the feminine is aware subconsciously of a cycle that may have closed recently for the masculine. She is hoping to create this new world, this new earth, with her masculine by her side. And she's thinking about what the world would be like wants her and her masculine finally reunite in divine union, okay? She also understands that everything that she's been through and all of the cycles that she has completed has actually propelled her on her path even further, bringing her closer to that union. Gosh, I'm about to drop these cards everywhere. Okay, so in the feminine's heart space, we have the Six of Wands, the Moon, and the Six of Pentacles. The feminine is getting in touch with her deeper emotions. She's diving deep into the subconscious. She's finding balance between what she knows to be true in the physical and what she knows to be true in the 5D, okay? She's bringing the two together and she's manifesting both of them into reality. Six of Wands suggests that she plans to be victorious. She plans to be balanced with the Six of Pentacles. And I love this for the feminine because it seems to me like in the feminine's heart, she's finally understanding that she really is all that she will ever need in this life. She doesn't need her masculine. She doesn't need the physical person any longer. She understands that she can be victorious in this life and have abundance and balance. And she can give those things to herself. The feminine's actions moving forward towards the masculine is just simply to remain abundant and happy. This is the single lady card. Feminine is prepared to just showcase all of her talents, be her true self, make money, cultivate love in her life. And again, she doesn't need the physical person. She wants the physical person. I mean, all of us want to be with our twin flame, correct? But I think the feminine collectively now is understanding that it's not about the physical person. It's about the journey, which she has already accepted. But I think also that the feminine is realizing that she, in order to be successful on this journey, she needs to be able to go with the flow, okay? So I'm going to get some clarity on some blockages or things that might be holding the masculine back at this time. What challenges or blockages is the masculine facing at this time? What challenges or blockages for the masculine, please? All right, masculine, don't try to be tough. There's got to be something. Woo! Here we go. So we have peace and will for the masculine. Interesting. And for the feminine, what challenges or blockages is the feminine currently facing at this time? Okay. So for the masculine, will and peace. So I think that kind of going along with the theme from the beginning, taking time to breathe out, I think the masculine is finally starting to find peace within himself, within the connection. And I think they're also starting to get the courage and realize that where there's a will, there's a way, right? I think this masculine is finally starting to see that in order to move this connection forward and continue on this cycle, they're going to need to bring down that mask. And while they may feel at peace within, the challenge for them is still taking those steps to move the connection forward. But as you can see with the cycles of the moon, I'm getting a very strong feeling that this last eclipse is going to be the exposure. This is going to be what finally releases those blockages and allows the masculine to pull that mask down and continue onward with their plans. Okay, because as you can see, the masculine obviously cannot get the feminine out of their heart and their mind, and they're no longer fighting the connection. They are actually manifesting it and working hard on bringing it into fruition. Okay, but I think for a long time, the masculine struggled with finding this peace and this balance and really being able to relax and just surrender to the connection. Okay, now for the feminine, we have the unexpected and abundance. So as I was saying earlier, you know, this connection between her and the masculine, it was unexpected. It wasn't what was originally planned. It wasn't the idea of what a relationship would be like. But then again, relationships haven't been what they seemed all throughout the history of the feminine's life. So I think this is a message for the feminine to expect the unexpected. While she's focusing on her abundance, focusing on her happiness, finding peace within herself, finding wholeness within herself, I have a strong feeling the masculine is going to take this feminine by surprise. Okay? Expect the unexpected. This is a blue moon. Notice the blue moon and the backdrop that I painted. And also, we will be experiencing a very rare blue moon this year on Halloween. And I think it's funny because around the fall time is also going to bring us much closer to the end of Saturn retrograde. And as I was talking about on my Instagram, Saturn is here to remind us in this retrograde of all of the lessons that we've learned, all of the karma that needed to really finally be cleared out, cleaning out the closets, dusting off those skeletons, and the truth being brought to light, right? So I feel a very strong energy for this full moon of release, rest, and really becoming comfortable with the idea of not only communicating our dreams, but actually making them happen. Okay, so before I go, I'm going to get some musical messages from the divine masculine to their feminine and vice versa. So I'm sure some of you already have seen, I created a deck of 88 songs that mean a lot to me. And they definitely exemplify the soul connection journey. So if the masculine had a message via song that they want to give to their feminine, or a song dedication, what would it be? Messages from divine masculine. Okay. And for the feminine, messages from divine feminine to the masculine. If the feminine could dedicate a song to the masculine, what would it be? Messages from divine feminine. And we have Alone by Heart at the bottom of the deck. So somebody wants to get somebody alone. So for the masculine to the feminine, we have In My Life by the Beatles and Close to You by the Carpenters. So, but of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. So this quote is just saying that of all the people and all the connections that the masculine has made in their life, no one compares to the feminine. And I just heard they've tried to compare. Dang, masculine. Okay, so you've tried to compare others to your feminine, but you're letting the feminine know now that there is no comparison. There's no one that compares with you, feminine. And we have Close to You. So this is by the Carpenters. I freaking love this song. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So this is, why do birds suddenly appear anytime you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. So the feminine is just wanting to be close to their masculine, and the masculine knows this, okay? They understand that this connection is out of this world. It's like a fairy tale, okay? It's like Snow White. The birds just flock to Snow White because she's giving and kind, and she's an empress herself, okay? And the masculine wants the feminine to know that they feel like you're an angel. The angels created you. And I feel like the angels created you just for them. And the masculine's coming to that realization. So, oh goodness, we have for the feminine, Still Loving You by the Scorpions and Will You Love Me Tomorrow. So that is by the Shirelles. So your pride has built a wall so strong that I can't get through. Is there really no chance to start once again? And will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your sighs? Will you still love me tomorrow? So I feel like the feminine, obviously, still in love with the masculine, still wanting to make this connection happen. And I think the feminine wants to know and ask the masculine, because of how long it's taking for communication, she wants to know if there's no other chance to start over. She wants to know if this connection is going to last, or if it was just some fleeting thing. And I think that right now the feminine might just be questioning how the masculine is really feeling about her at this time, okay? But either way, it looks to me like the masculine is definitely not over the feminine, definitely trying to manifest this connection. And it looks like the feminine is just kind of manifesting abundance and happiness in her own life, okay? She hasn't forgot her masculine. But I think that there's so many questions and so much unknown that it's hard for the feminine at this time to feel confident that anything is going to happen, okay? I think the feminine at this time is focusing on herself because she's tired of focusing on something that may or may not happen, okay? So that was a very interesting reading, and my advice to both masculine and feminine moving forward is to continue to stay grounded, continue to find that peace and that wholeness within yourself, because the more you do that, the higher you're going to vibrate, okay? And the more you do that, the closer you will get to that union, okay? So just remember, guys, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's scenarios are different, and it's literally never ending when it comes to the intricacies of these type of relationships, okay? But like I always say, the most important thing you can do is to love yourself, and find that wholeness within, find that balance between positive and negative energy. That way, no matter what happens, whether it be unexpected, a surprise, unforeseen circumstances, you're always prepared and you're never affected, because that happiness comes from within. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated for someone, anyone. And also, if you would like to chat with me or purchase a private reading to dig into your personal soul connection, you can check me out on my website at www.witchywotarot.com. If you'd like to follow along for additional insights and messages, you can also follow at Instagram, Witchy-Woo Tarot. Other than that, I hope you all are staying safe. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.